so dry out here. Hi, I'm Garrett.
And I'm Nikki.
We're fascinated by how other people live.
So we're gonna try and find some really interesting living situations.
And live there, experiencing a totally different lifestyle.
To see which ones will bring us closer together.
Or push us further apart.
This week, we're living in Arcosanti.
It's really hard to explain, but you're gonna get the gist of it.
Hi.
I'm Nikki.
Hi, Nikki. Nice to meet you.
Hi, Garrett.
Shannon.
Nice to meet you, Shannon.
Nice to meet you, Shannon.
Thank you for having us
Absolutely.
at Arcosanti,
Absolutely.
which is...
Arcosanti. What is it?
I don't know.
Arcosanti is trying to demonstrate something, how to build a city as a totally integrated single structure.
In the late 50s, 60s, 70s, there were a lot of people who tried to start like idealized societies, and this is that.
Essentially, we are proving that you can live a rich life without necessarily being rich and without living in a development that is negatively impactful on the earth. These are the vaulted arches. This is essentially our city center. We meet here every morning during the week as a community.
They've really thought very practically about how to live in a community and a space.
The notion of community is one that we have temporarily lost in America, and it's one that we hope Arcosanti can serve as a kind of a trigger for recovering.
The entire structure here was built by the people who live here. There is a fluctuating population, around 60 to 80 people, depending on how big our workshops are.
I think it's like a work-live situation where everybody who lives there also works and maybe helps build it or tends to the plants or makes bells.
This one in particular is our ceramic studio where we make the famous ceramic Soleri wind bells. The structure behind us is an apse shape for its passive solar heating and cooling techniques. The sun during the winter will pass much lower in the sky, so this entire concrete structure will be filled with sunlight, heating the air inside of the structure as much as 15 degrees.
Whoa!
So the bells fund the architecture, which supports more manufacturing, which sort of, so it's like this independent little city.
A little bit, yeah.
Kind of.
To take part in the Arcosanti project, you participate in a 5-week workshop, which takes you through the history of Arcosanti. And then for the last 3 weeks of your workshop, you come back here and you participate in one of the departments within the foundation. Typically people go into construction, which if you guys are up for it, we'll have you work in construction tomorrow.
Awesome. Here's the thing. I have a master's degree in sustainable design and construction that I don't do anything with, but it will be interesting to see sort of what's going on in that field and what these people are doing.
The desert just seems like a scary place to die. It seems like one of those places where humans should not be. But if we learn to live in the desert, maybe that'll be better.
So these are housing in here, these are houses
That's
in
housing?
here. That's housing, that's housing.
Can I ask how much like one of those spaces with rent is?
It's $300 a month.
$300 a month.
Yep.
Wow. I don't think Nikki's going to like this. Nikki doesn't like meeting new people like at all. So I think she's going to probably be running away from that experience to a more familiar one, which is me. So I think it's going to push us closer together.
Garrett will be the one person that I do know and the one person I feel comfortable with. So, you know, if he and I stick together, it'll be fine.
You're staying in different places.
From each other?
Yes.
Oh.
On the second floor of this structure, we have 3 co-housing units, one that you're going to be living in. Come on in.
Ah,
Oh my goodness. This is like very modern architecture.
this is very big.
Yeah, this is so much bigger than I thought it was going to be.
Same lifestyle, just a little more efficient.
Yeah.
This is one of our co-housing units. It has 5 people living in it,
Okay.
2 of which are married. It has 2 living spaces, a large kitchen, and 2 bathrooms.
Great. This is actually a very big shower.
Will it be tall enough?
Yeah. It's fine. No shower in the world's tall enough.
I'm worried that this is one of those living situations where I'm not just living with Garrett, I'm living with like a lot of other people.
And you have your own space.
Bam!
And this is Nikki's room.
Oh, this is great. Very cozy.
Look, you got file cabinets for all your files.
Yes.
Closet.
Ladders. Okay. Oh wow, look at that.
Yeah.
I get my own bathroom.
Think it's gonna work for you?
Yeah, definitely, this is great.
I think we're ready.
Great. Have a wonderful evening. Have fun in your brand new spaces. Feel free to roam around.
Okay.
And tomorrow you will be starting construction at 7 a.m. in the solar classroom.
7 a.m.?
7 a.m.
Oh. All right.
All right. Got 2 chairs for visitors.
This is a very nice room.
This is an Italian
Okay, we did it. Oh.
Architectural Digest.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. All right. It's actually a great height.
So this is my bedroom, and we're on the roof. This is the view. This is a gorgeous place. Like I know I said I was kind of scared of the desert, and I still am. Like this is literally the view from my window, and that's pretty amazing. I'm kind of overwhelmed with information, but I don't really know how to reflect on this.
So we're doing this right after the RV, which was a tough journey.
Garrett and I are on okay terms. I think we're fine, but it's definitely good that I have my own space.
I'm sort of immersed in it, and I get to meet new people and listen to their stories.
I watched the football game tonight with a few people, and that was like a great way to get to know some people over like something that we all like to do. It's like easy for me to talk about football with people I don't know.
Here's all of our friends that Nikki's cheering on with football. Tomorrow we're gonna be working, so like actually working, like pouring concrete, which I'm really excited about. Like I said, I studied like concrete design and like steel design, stuff like that, but I never actually got to like do it.
7 a.m.
There's not really anybody else here, but we're gonna be ready for construction in 25 minutes.
It's dark and cold. Construction is not really my thing, and I think that's okay. All I see in here are ways I can hurt myself. Makes me very nervous.
These are some of those finished panels that I showed you for East Housing. We're gonna sand.
I've sanded before.
Oh yeah? What?
Kelsey made our coffee table.
Really?
Yeah. The cement truck is here, and I'm terrified.
Truck's gonna do most of the work. We're just gonna guide the concrete into the Friendship Trench.
Garrett seems to enjoy himself. I think he liked it a lot today. I think he was like very excited to get his hands in that cement.
So much fun. This is so much, it's like a violent and like you're wrestling with the thing.
I don't have work boots. Everyone's got work boots. I'm wearing sneakers.
It's going all right. They're doing good. They're getting in there.
Nikki, how do you pick it up without it like...
You just kind of scrape it off the edge.
Yeah, you gotta kind of keep it on the edge.
We just finished construction. It was so much fun. Look, my pants are ruined.
He looked like a little kid who was like seeing his like grown-up dreams fulfilled.
She was like a great sport at it. It's cool, like we did this thing and it's going to be a permanent part of this place. Post-concrete pour, rations, nutrients,
For a hard day's work.
sustenance, rib sticking.
We're working men now.
Yeah.
We're working boys. Big, strong ones.
Welcome to the archive.
Thank you. It was really cool seeing the archives today because understanding the history of Arcosanti helps you understand the future of Arcosanti, I think is the point.
It's about reorganizing a city three-dimensionally.
Everything here seems so intentional and so like well thought out.
I learned that my heated floors this morning that I thought were just like a weird surprise.
My floor is very warm.
Was like an intentionally built-in thing through architecture and science. So stuff like that is like stuff I never think about, and it's something that I got to experience today. I've got a little bit of free time, and I'm pretty wiped out from all that work this morning. So I came back to my room just to kind of regroup a little bit before dinner. I've like already been up for a really long time.
I'm hanging out, Nikki gets to rest alone. Perfect. I played Dinky Links today, and it was like fun. It's like you get to see sort of the community come together outside of work.
We're leaving tomorrow, and Garrett and I haven't spent a whole lot of time together, just us. So maybe we'll hang out tonight or maybe we'll hang out tomorrow morning.
We haven't seen much of each other outside of work, but she loves video games, and I bought a Nintendo Switch a couple days ago. Hey, Nikki. Wanna play video games?
Yep.
It's morning of day 3, and the floors are warm again. I got dressed, I got ready, I made myself some coffee, and I'm like sitting on my couch. This is my ideal morning. I'm sure Garrett is up and about already.
We're gonna see the foundry today.
Nikki and I had a good time here. She got to have her privacy when she wanted. I got to join in with the hooligans in the community when I wanted.
We did like hang out a little bit last night, which I think was that one-on-one time that we both enjoy. So it was great that we could fit that in as well as like participate in a larger community together.
I had so many cool experiences here. I got to join a construction crew for a day. I got to talk about architecture with a lot of people that conversations I don't usually get to have.
Arcosanti is kind of like a futuristic city in the fact that like people who come through here will be thinking about how they live in the future because of what they do here. I think both Garrett and I had no idea what we were getting ourselves into when we came here, but I'm walking away with a lot that I'm thinking about after being here.
Okay, bye Arcosanti.
Bye Arcosanti. I would love to steal a bell. I won't steal a bell, I'll buy a bell. Is there a place we can buy a bell? Those bells are cool. They're everywhere. You can hear it right now. Next week
On Home Buddies. Ranches sound like hard work.
We cooked dinner in the dark.
This feels like the late 1800s.
I'm half covered in poop. I feel like my body's falling apart.
It's so hard to live out here. Get out of here. Leave me alone.